Welcome to another episode of Amputee Outdoors. I'm your host Glenn. Today we're doing Rattlesnake Lake Trail, or Rattlesnake Ledge. Rattlesnake Lake is right over there. I'd like to point out down here is a memorial to Eddie Petrick, who passed away here on this trail. This is a reminder to stay safe when you're out hiking. So for Eddie's sake, be safe when you're hiking, okay? All right, let's get up this trail. Hey, so been hiking up the trail, and on this trail there's a lot of boulders, huge boulders along the way. And down here you can see there's some more boulders and there's a little flat area here, and it's a real temptation to climb over these boulders and clamber over them and sit there, maybe have a snack, have a drink, chat with your friends for a little while. Please resist that temptation. Observe, photograph, talk about them with your friends, but resist the temptation to get off the trail and go climbing all over these rocks and boulders and things like that, okay? Leave nature as it is, okay? Now, the exception, of course, is if you've got to go to the bathroom. Again, 40 paces, thereabouts, and you're there, but try to minimize the amount of impact you have on the forest and the mountain and the trees and the rocks around you, okay? Yeah, it is tempting. I'm going to pass up on that temptation, head up the trail. See you further up. Hey, made it up here to the 1.9 mile marker. East Peak is 2.4 miles from here. I'm going to carry on to the East Peak and turn around to that point. So Call Me Point is another 8.3 miles long. I'm not going to go that far today, I don't think. And of course, the important sign here is the Steep Cliffs sign. You can probably see through the trees there's a clearing, and yes, I'm going to be very careful. I'm going to have my poles keeping me nice and safe the whole time, and I'm not going to take any unnecessary risks just to try and get a better view, selfie, or anything like that. When you're out hiking, please do the same. Don't take any unnecessary risks, and although that selfie picture may be awesome, is it worth a broken leg, broken arm, or possibly even your life? No, it does not. Don't take those chances, okay? All right. I'm gonna head further on up the trail, take a few photographs, maybe find a nice scenic spot to have my mid-morning snack, or maybe lunchtime, I don't know. Anyway, see you on the trail, okay? Yeah, so here we are at the top of the mountain with the view behind me of Rattlesnake Lake, and for an amputee, this is probably not the safest thing to be doing, which is why I'm not getting too close to that ledge there, and I've got my poles with me. This is about as far as I'm going to take it, which doesn't matter. From here, I can enjoy this view of the lake below. It's misty right now. On a clear day, it's an absolutely gorgeous view, but even this has got its own serenity and beauty, and I'm enjoying it. I enjoy the fact is also that I can actually get up here and enjoy this. Sometimes you may think to yourself, you know, it's too hard, it's too difficult. Maybe right now it is too difficult for you. But keep working at it. Take it in little increments. Work your way up. Do a walk around the park. Do 2 walks around the park. Work up to doing a little bit of a hill. Keep working at it. Work with your prosthesis. Work with your doctor. You may not be able to climb Kilimanjaro, or maybe even do this. But you can get outside. Just because you're missing a part doesn't mean you have to be missing out. All right? All right. I'm going to find some place to have a snack. Hey, so almost to East Peak, I think it's called, and I've gone into some really thick woods here. This is all secondary growth. Around me are a lot of old tree stumps and new trees growing here. When you're out hiking, you get to a place like this. Stop for a moment. Listen. It's raining a little bit. The water's falling through the trees and dropping on the ground. Occasional bird. The deep silence of the woods. It's beautiful. I love hiking through the woods. It's almost spiritual. Hi, well, I've made it up to East Peak. Further along the trail is Grand Prospect, which I hiked to the other day from the other direction. I'm not going to get down there today. It's already about noon, and I can tell it's almost noon by the sun overhead. Ha, that was a Pacific Northwest joke. We really don't have a sun overhead. What we have is the light gray of the clouds behind me. Enjoy the vista, enjoy the view. Gorgeous, isn't it? I know, sometimes you go up hiking and oh, it's supposed to be this wonderful view, and you get up there and this. Disappointing, but it's nature. That's the way it goes sometimes. And you know what? You got yourself up here. You hiked up here. Maybe it was difficult, maybe it was easy, but you accomplished something. You should feel good about that. You should take some pride in that. Heck, I always do. I'm happy for every step I can take. The clouds are kind of settling around me. I can see the mist in the air. It's beautiful. I guess you have to be from England or a Pacific Northwesterner to really appreciate weather like this. And since I was born in England and I've spent most of my life in the Pacific Northwest, hey, this is paradise for me. Anyway, I'm going to have myself some lunch, enjoy the view. The view. That view, yeah. And then I'm going to head on back down. Talk to you soon, okay? Hey there. Little note from my fellow amputees and two-legged people too, I suppose. You know where poles really come in handy? Going downhill. If you're an amputee, then you know the problem that you face with your prosthetic is that it wants to go downhill really fast and really hard. It's not trying to slow you down, it's trying to make you go faster. Hiking poles, you're using those as brakes. Keeping yourself steady, keeping yourself from falling over sometimes, but also keeping the brakes on, okay? These ski poles that I picked up, I really like these because they've got some built-in shock absorbers actually in the handle. Makes it a lot easier coming down, less jarring on my arms, and I'm able to slow myself down and control my descent a lot easier. So, hiking poles, ski poles, if you can find them, those with a built-in shock absorber, highly recommend them, especially going downhill. All right, I'm gonna carry on down the hill now and try not to, break my neck going down here. I'm going a little fast. Maybe I should slow down. Nah. Well, made it down to the bottom, back where I started here, the trailhead, and this was a really good hike. There's one thing about this hike that I want to point out for those of you who decide to go up Rattlesnake Lake, up to the ledge there to look down at the lake, very scenic. There's a lot of trails that go off the main trail. Don't go down them, okay? Some of them just kind of dead end. Some of them go off into places where it's a little bit risky, out towards the ledges. It's a little bit dangerous there. One kid already died up here. No need to have another one. Stay on the main trail, and sometimes it's a little difficult to tell. How am I on the main trail? How do I know? If you see logs going across the trail with dirt built up behind it to make steps, you're on the main trail. If you see the trails being kind of cut into the hillside there a little bit, something like a shovel been done to do that, you're on the main trail. If you see signposts once in a while, you're on the main trail. Don't see those things, you might not be on the main trail anymore. So keep an eye out for that, okay? All right, well, this has been a good hike. I hope you've enjoyed the view. Sorry about the gray clouds up there at the top, but hey, it's Washington. So if you have any questions, comments, or opinions, put them down there in the comments, and give me a thumbs up if you like this video. And of course, hit the subscribe button. Appreciate it. And hope to see you out on the trail.